another day, another beautiful life story. I am Luis and welcome to A Beautiful Life. In this episode, I want to share a part of my life that has been painful and difficult. But it has taught me and my family to look at the blessing despite the difficulties and to find ourselves in our suffering. This is also the reason why I have decided to share this part of my life with you because I believe that there is a reason behind all of this. Perhaps God wants me to show my wounds to people so I can help others heal. I know what it's like to be sick, and God continues to heal me. This is the way of reaching out to those who are going through health problems. This video is all about my personal experience. Maari po na magkapareho tayo ng symptoms, pero maaari din na ang diagnosis and treatment natin ay magkaiba. Kaya it's always best to consult your doctor pa rin. Do not self-medicate. Kaya hindi din ako magbabanggit ng kahit na anong medicine or specific diagnosis. This video is not meant to provide diagnosis or treatment. It is only meant to share my experience. Please seek proper diagnosis and treatment from your doctor. It was in 2017. I was in grade 5 when I started to complain about my stomach ache. At first, my mom thought it was nothing serious, that it was just an upset stomach. But the pain persisted for days, and my mom decided to bring me to the doctor. I can still remember that day, the day when the battle began. My fight to this illness started on a very rough road. Hindi ka agad ma-identify ng mga doctors kung ano ang root cause ng pagsakit ng tiyan ko because all my lab results came out normal. Nabigyan ako ng 5 klaseng gamot, 2 doon was administered through IV. After days in the hospital, my condition showed little improvement. Nirefer ako sa gastroenterologist for further check-up. I went through further lab tests and my food intake was modified. I was given a low salt, soft food diet, no dairy, no cola drink, and just plain water. After days in the hospital, my body seemed to respond to the medications and food modification. So I was finally discharged. Pero in just few days, my stomach pain came back. Parang pinipilipit yung mga intestines ko, sabay tinutusok yung tiyan ko. Ganun ang pakiramdam ng sakit. Yung hindi ko alam kung saan parte masakit kasi buong tiyan ko parang umiikot. At dahil dyan, pumalik ako sa hospital for another confinement. I underwent another series of tests from simple lab tests, X-ray, and ultrasound to complex ones including CT scan, MRI, and endoscopy at the age of 11. The doctors found nothing serious based on the results from the series of tests, but my condition persisted. I was in and out of the hospital and I was starting to lose weight. My mom was starting to get worried and she decided to take me to Manila for another set of consultation with one of the respected pediatric gastroenterologists in one of the key hospitals in Metro Manila. Another set of tests were done and the results came out in the same. May time pa noon na right after New Year's countdown in 2018, biglang sumakit ang tiyan ko and my mom got very worried. We took the first bus trip to Manila to bring me to a tertiary private hospital and during the 9-hour bus trip. Perhaps you may be wondering why my mom would take that risk. She made me understand that there are bigger hospitals in Metro Manila that have better facilities to check on my condition. She said she needed answers and she will not give up until she gets them. I guess that's what mothers do. They seek out the best doctors and the best healthcare facilities there is. It was starting to be frustrating for me and for my mom. After my stomach pain, tumaas naman ang BP ko and had persistent headache. I also had episodes of hyperventilation, yung hindi ako makahinga at naninikip dibdib ko, nanlalamig mga kamay at paa. We consulted a pediatrologist, an ophthalmologist, and a child psychologist to assess me. O diba, ang daming G's, lahat na yata ng doctors na puntahan namin. But seriously, there were nights when my mom thought I was sleeping. She would cry until she fall asleep. I would see her kneeling, praying, and crying during late nights, asking God to heal me. I could hear her even though she was trying so hard to pray and cry in silence. After her prayer, she would walk up to me and kiss my forehead at magpapatugtog siya ng Christian song while I was asleep. Mahirap magkasakit, nakakapagod physically, emotionally, and also financially sa part ng family ko. My mom had to give up her corporate job to take care of me. Everything seemed to fall apart. We were starting to lose hope. Until that one glorious day when my teacher back then, Ma'am Kathleen Alonzo, invited us to join the feast. We used to attend the feast in Pasig before, but we did not attend regularly. Joining the feast is one of the best decisions my mom made for us. We found our faith, hope, and answers to our questions. After more than 3 months na in and out ako sa hospital at tinatakbo sa Manila in between, I finally got over my sickness. Nag-stick ako sa diet na sinabi ng mga doctors ko, took my meds, and I started to join the youth group at the feast and found new friends. I know my new diet and medicines help a lot, but I also know that finding God through my suffering brought a miracle in our lives. It changed how we communicated with each other. We became more patient and sensitive to each other's feelings. As our spiritual health grew, my physical body started to heal. I thank God for the doctors who treated me and the nurses who took care of me. I once asked my mom, why am I sick? Now I know that my body was telling me it was full of emotions and I needed to let go. I now know that my suffering led me closer to God, who is now in control of my body, heart, and soul. So if you are going through any health problems now, there is hope. Trust your doctors and do not stop seeking for professional help until you get the best treatment. Also, do not question why you are sick. Instead, ask God what is the purpose for your sickness. Do not question. Seek for the answers. God is bigger than any sickness. With faith in God and support and love of family, you too can come out a victorious warrior from your health battle. I hope I have shared a blessing with you today. Always remember, it's a beautiful life. Join me again next time for another episode of A Beautiful Life. Like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time. God bless.